Hello, hello everybody. I'm working on this mug today. It's a rainbow swoop mug. Been working on it for a little while. And I'm hoping that in tonight's live, where we're going to be here for a couple hours, that we'll have some time to maybe make some headway on this. That's the hope anyway. How is everybody doing? Happy Friday. Oops. Happy Friday. What's everybody been up to? All right. So, I gotta put my wrist guard on. All right, here we go. Hi, Barb. Good to see ya. All right, so we're going down here. I'm gonna start here. Oh, I need to open up all my paints. I keep forgetting I need to do that. How's your day been, Barb? Should probably give my paints a quick little stir here before we get started. So, let me find another stir stick. Oh, I'll use this one here. So I'm just going to give my paints a little bit of a stir, and then we will get to painting this dot mandala. I'm using multi-surface acrylic paints to paint on the mug. So that, oops. I feel like I need to turn my music down just a little bit. Slothish today. Well, I hope it was relaxing. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. Not in my opinion, anyway. All right, let's do the yellow. When I'm using these little paint pots, when I go in to do a stir, I like to kind of scoop the sides a little bit, just in case there's anything that's starting to dry along the sides. Try and get them out of there, if possible. We had a great live this afternoon on Facebook, where we started experimenting with Liquitex glass medium and adding it to regular acrylic paints to see if we can get them, if they work well on mugs or not. And we're going to bake them and we're going to see how they do. So I've got a couple experiments with about 12 different types of paint. And one of the mugs, I'm going to let it dry for 24 hours and then bake it to cure. And then the other one I'm going to leave for 72 hours, and then bake it to cure and see how these paints do. It seems promising so far. It was definitely fun to do. So hopefully, with any luck, we'll have another option for painting on mugs. Hopefully. And tomorrow we have the workshops for the latest pattern. They're going to be at 2 p.m. and at 7 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. The latest pattern is one called Quest. Looks kind of like a medallion. If you've seen the video where I made, or the live when I painted the grayscale with the red, this is that same pattern. I'll show it to you here in a second. So when you go to the link in my bio and go to purchase the pattern, you will see the option to choose the pattern plus the workshop, and it'll give you the two different date and time options there. So that's tomorrow. So that is going to be super fun. And I am so stupid excited to paint this design in as many different colors as I can possibly figure out. So this is the design of the new pattern. If you want to learn how to paint this design and follow a step-by-step pattern, the link is in my bio. And it's an instant download. And again, this is the workshop that we're doing tomorrow. So we're just going to kind of get it started together. We're going to talk about colors, surfaces that you're painting on, kind of basics, but we're really just going to jump in and get painting and start to walk you through the first part of the pattern. So that's going to be super, super, super fun. And I cannot wait to do that design. The designs, the color schemes that I'm going to do on mine for tomorrow, I'm going to paint them on incense holders, and I'm going to do one that's purples and teals. And I'm going to do one that is rainbow colors and gold. So I'm so excited. So excited. Too much time indoors for Barb. Sun's out, back to work tomorrow. I hope the snow melts really fast. Hi, Carolyn. How you doing? It's good to see you, love. Hi, Patty. I'm doing good. How are you? Advanced Warrior Solutions, thank you so much for the roses. That's so sweet and kind. Thank you. I'm really excited to paint that pattern again. Like, I'm absolutely giddy. I've got my paints all gathered up and I'm all ready to go. I am stupid excited for these workshops. So they're going to be a ton of fun. And absolutely, Janice, at some point I will definitely go back and hold workshops for previous patterns. 100% I will. Oh, thank you, Advanced Warrior Solutions. That's so kind. Oh, Phil! Hi. How you doing, love? I'm excited about the black mug too. Thank you so much, Phil. I didn't realize that was you. It's so good to see you. I'm doing well, thank you. How are you? Oh, I've missed you, bud. Haven't seen you in a long time. This is so lovely. I haven't done a Friday night TikTok live in a long time either. So this is really, really nice. Really, really, really nice. I think this one's going to be really, really fun when it gets finished. Oh, and I'm going to sneeze. I had to turn. Sorry. Hold on. Oh, that's awful. God, that's terrible. Okay. Hi. Sorry. Oh, Shell, thank you so much. That's so sweet. Thank you, Phil. Thank you for the blessed poos. What was the other one? So this one is just a canvas right now, Phil, but let me show you. Let me show you the grayscale. Hold on. So this is the pattern. It is a wood panel. I am eventually going to finish it and expand the design, and I'll kind of have an expansion and an addition to the current pattern. But then I also made it on an incense holder. Oh, and the grayscale in red, isn't it pretty? This one's one of my favorite things I've ever done. So this is what I'm going to be painting a couple more of. So unfortunately, this one isn't for sale right now. I am going to do this design again at some point, but I'm not sure when. At some point, this wood panel will be for sale, and I'm going to be doing this design. Over the next couple of days, I'm going to be starting 2 new incense holders. One of them is going to be, wherever you see the grayscale, it's going to be purples. And then wherever you see the red, it's going to be like bright aqua. And then I'm going to do another one that I'm going to do all rainbows and golds. So that's what's coming up over the next little bit. I'm glad you like it though, Phil. That incense holder is one of my favorite things I think I've ever done. So I cannot wait. I'm having so much fun with these patterns, and that's why I said yes to Janice that I'll be going back and doing workshops again, because I think that these patterns are going to be so fun to continue playing with color and trying different colors all the time. Let me scroll back. Thank you for the bless yous. On mugs, I use multi-surface acrylic paints, and on incense holders, stones, canvas, that sort of thing, I just use regular acrylic paints. It does kind of look cool, eh? It was like pyramid style. Yes, yes. It is listed in my shop, my love. You are more than welcome to it. I'm so glad you like it. Hi, Cindy. All right, Barb, we'll be back. Yeah, it's listed in my shop, love. That's the easiest way to do it, and then I can get it out in the mail to you ASAP. Ooh, that would be so fun, Phil. I would love that. It would pop with the silver and the blue. Yeah, it totally would. Totally would. All right, well, let's keep going with this mug. Good man. How's everybody doing? Carolyn, how you doing? And what you been up to, Phil? Yeah, we'd have to talk a little bit more about that with the sound bowls, but I think that would be a super, super fun project. Hi, Ish. Yeah, silver and blue would be beautiful. I'm going to be making so many of them. Hi, Judy. I'm so glad that you were able to pop in. Sending you lots and lots of love. You're on your on the store right now. It's been an amazing week for me. Next treatment is Wednesday. Oh, that's wonderful. I'm so glad you've had such a good week. That's awesome news. And I'm doing good. Doing good. Keeping busy. Hi, Cindy. You're welcome, Judy. Lots and lots of love. I'm so glad you're able to pop in and say hi. Oops. Well, that one went a little wonky. So we played with some of the Liquitex glass medium today with a bunch of different paints. So over the next week, I will be able to compile some updates. If you want to see the video from today from the live on Facebook, check out the Mandala Love Affair Facebook page. And that is where you will see what are you going to see there? You're going to see I have no idea anymore. Oh my God. I lost it, guys. Can someone help me figure out where I was? Shit. Oh, I'm tired. Yes, I definitely put the brace on. It is going to look cool, isn't it, Jennifer? Yeah, no idea. Completely lost my thought while I was in the middle of talking. Love when that happens. Does that happen to anybody else? Or is that just me? That's what happens when I'm trying to do too many things at once. If you saw the recent video of my white mug with the white mandala on white, I am going to be making a whole bunch more. I did start... God, I lost it again. Oh my God, you guys. Apparently I'm not doing all right. All right, I'm going back to the comments. I think it's going to look super cool. The video from this afternoon. All right, so the video from this afternoon is posted on my Facebook page, and eventually what I'm going to do is I'm going to edit it down along with the results, and I'll put a YouTube video up that'll have all of that information on all the different paints that I tried and the results for each one. Oh, I love NKOTB. Oh my gosh, we've got a blockhead. Amazing. Amazing. And thank you for the love. And welcome, fellow blockheads. You want the iridescent medium? Yeah, it looks cool too. Artist Loft has an iridescent medium as well. Yeah, I completely lost it. That's terrible. You have about 20 a day? Okay, good, as long as I'm not the only one. Thank you, Brienne. Sue was brave today and posted the picture. Yes, fantastic. Good for you. Oh, and thank you, Carolyn. Then I was talking about the white mugs. So I've got my little army of the white mugs. So I'm going to have a whole bunch more of those white on white mugs very, very soon. And one of the things that I tested today was a black metallic paint. And if it tests well, then I'm going to replicate the same design and do black on black mugs, which is going to be super cool. You're my hero, Carolyn. Thank you. I'm just going to take a quick drink here. That's so amazing, Sue. So proud of you. You took a leap out of vulnerability, and that's absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Give yourself credit for that. That's huge. You never thought to paint mugs? You're just a collector? They're so fun. They're super fun to paint. It's really fun to paint on such a smooth surface, you know? The paint just moves so nicely on it. I'm a collector too. I have such a hard time not buying mugs. I love mugs. Anytime I go away on vacation, people come back with other stuff. I come home with more mugs. It's crazy. And then how do you get more mugs? Because then you just need more and more cupboard space, right? And realistically, I only drink out of 2 or 3 mugs. But just having a whole bunch of nice ones just is so satisfying. So what I'm doing here is I'm laying down the foundation for creating these swoop clusters again. And so we're going to repeat those swoop clusters where each of these are here. These little blue dots are just spacers for me to help me make sure that I know where I'm spacing everything and how am I lining everything up and am I making everything about the same size. That's my paranoia mostly. Is it all going to be the right size? Yes, the black and white mugs would be really, really good for bridesmaids and groomsmen gifts, eh? KSC, new here. What kind of paint? So I'm using multi-surface acrylic paint, and welcome. It's nice to have you. It's so hard. It's so hard, and it's hard to stay in the moment with it too, right? Because you have to keep some momentum going after you've painted it. It's a lot. Your grandmother let you paint on one of her fancy dishes before? That's so cool. That was the last time. Oh, well, you might have some fun with it this time. Hey, Jan. All right, so this is what we're going to do. We are going to start down here. And we're going to start with swoops down here and build them all the way up. Okay, so when I'm figuring out the order that my swoops are going to go in here, let's go to one that has a green center swoop and I'll show you what I did. So the order of my rainbow, quote unquote, is pink, orange, yellow, green, teal, blue, purple, right? So when there is a green in the center swoop, I am going to the left and then to the right. Okay. Oh, cool. That's awesome, Phil. Thank you. I will get them out in the mail. I'm actually taking a bunch of orders to the post office tomorrow, so it will get in the mail for you tomorrow. Thank you, Phil. That's so lovely. I'm so excited. I'm so excited that incense holder is going to you. That makes me so happy. So happy. That's amazing. I hope you love it. I'm so honored that you're going to have some of my work. There we go. So I'm cleaning off my tools after each swoop, right? Because I'm changing color. So this is one that you definitely go through your cloth or whatever you wipe your tools on. You go through it fairly quickly and you use up a lot of real estate there. Oh, I know what I forgot to do. All right. Show you another guideline trick. Oh, I'm so excited, Phil. Thank you. Yay. I'm so excited. What a good day. All right, so what I need to do is I need to give myself like a little mid-range mark here so that when I'm doing these swoops, they don't overlap here in the middle. So I'm just going to take a little bit of paint and just mark the approximate midpoint. This is something I can take off later. That's only here to give me that little bit of a guideline so that I'm not overlapping those swoops. There we go. All right, now we're good. I'm so excited, Phil. Oh, thank you, Brienne. The swoops are one of my favorites. And I'm actually using a dotting tool. So I'm using this. It's got a little metal ball on the end. So I've got a set of these tools that have different sized metal balls. They're called nail dotting stylus tools. And that is primarily what I use for painting these, and especially for these swoops. All right, so we're gonna see really quickly that this one over here is way too big. We gotta Sorry, I'm a little distracted. My dad just called. He hasn't been having a great couple of days, so I'm just listening in case sounds like Mom needs any help. There we go. Thanks for coming to hang out with me while I paint, you guys. It's really, really fun, Brienne. It's really fun. I find it incredibly meditative. A lot of people that do it say they find it very relaxing. I find it incredibly meditative. It is my happy place. There we go. All right. So now on the other side of yellow is green. Thank you. Yeah, it's been a hard couple of days, but we're doing all right. We're hanging in. He's just been calling a lot, and that's how we know he's stressed. So we kind of end up on guard an awful lot, right? The phone rings and everything kind of stops. Like what's on the other end of this receiver? What's going to happen, you know? What are we going to hear when we pick up the phone? Sounds like everything's okay, though. So we should be good. That's how I feel when I bead earrings. Yes, exactly. It's healing. Oh, that's wonderful, Brienne. And how wonderful, right? When it's a part of your heritage and your culture and you love it, right? What a wonderful way to connect. That's so amazing. What a wonderful way to connect. And Diesel the Goose just honked at us. Hello? Honk back. Honk, honk. Hello. Oh, thank you, Janice. And I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Thank you, Diesel. I'm going to keep calling you that. I'm doing good. Thank you. Does everybody have big plans for Easter? Do you guys gather with family and do a big yummy dinner? Do you do Easter egg hunts or gifts with kids and grandkids? What do you guys got going on this weekend? I hope so too. Thank you, Phil. How are you doing? Are you doing good? Are you keeping busy? Is life treating you well? And how are you doing, Diesel the Goose? What's going on? My partner and our girls also beat. Oh, that's so lovely. Easter Bunny countdown. Nice. Chocolate, chocolate, chocolate. You've tried a few crafts. This is the only one that really relaxes you. That's so wonderful. I'm so glad. I'm so glad that you love it. I can totally make it into a pattern, Cindy, for sure. You're eating chocolate? No, oh, right, not around. Yeah, I gotta keep you safe and keep you as healthy as you can, eh, Carolyn? That's the only definite. Jan is eating chocolate. Jennifer's having Easter dinner with mom and mother-in-law. That's nice, though. Roller coaster, but lately very good. Oh, I'm glad that it's been good. That's wonderful. I'm sorry it's been a roller coaster, but just know you're not alone, right? Lindor for breakfast. That's amazing, Brienne. I love it too. And I think the more it gets done, like as this fills in, I think this is going to be like a pow right in the face kind of mug. Like Doris. Doris, is Doris here? I don't know if Doris comes onto TikTok. I can't remember. I seem to think that she does. But if you haven't already, if you have one of the Dot Mandala Inspiration decks, you need to check the post that Doris put up. Oh my God. Her painting for the April card pull is so incredibly stunning. But I love those ones, right? The things that you look at and they just kind of take your breath away a little bit, and you love staring at them because the longer you stare at them, the more you see and the different patterns you see, and you see things that you like, and you follow it around. And that's the idea of a mandala. Mandalas are meant to help with meditation, giving you something to focus on that has, sacred energy, kind of, and ratios and everything in there, so that it's not only pleasing to the eye, but it is something that can actually help to build momentum and create vibrational shifts in your own energy that you and your body are emitting, right? So that's one of the powers of meditation too, is to change your energy emissions and change your energy level, where you vibrate at, where you resonate at, right? What radio station you listen to and easily tune to every day. And when you're looking at a mandala, it gives you that pattern and that repetition to go in and look and travel this path, kind of like labyrinths as well. Oh crap, that wasn't supposed to be there. Sugar. I think it totally could. I think you just need to make them shorter and maybe go with some smaller tools. So, for example, I'm starting off with let me show you the size that I'm using. I think it's the one that in my patterns I've called DT2. So, let me show you. So, these are the 4 tools that I use more than anything else. Okay, so I use, that's the micro dotter, then I've got my straight tool, then I've got this small ball stylus tool, and I've got this one. This is the one that I'm using on my mug, so I would just go down to one of the smaller ones, Cindy, and then you should be able to downsize it and just not make them quite as long. Same with the row of dots in the middle with these dots in here. We just make them smaller. You totally should be able to do that. And you're welcome. I love it too. I think it's going to be really, really satisfying to look at. Your daughter-in-law's brother, 29. Oh, I'm so sorry, Kimmy. I'm sending you so much love. You totally should, Brienne. Oh, yes, you totally should. Oh, my God. Yes, 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 yes. You totally should. That would be so cool. Putting all of that energy and wonderful love into a piece like that would, oh, that would be an absolutely powerful piece. Powerful. You're most welcome, Cindy. Yeah, that would be absolutely stunning, Brienne. Please tag me if you do one and post it. I would love to see it if you think of it anyway. Not that I expect you to think of that in the moment, whenever that is, but if you do, I would love to see it. Love to see it. Do you post your beadwork now? What does the beadwork represent in your culture? Like, is it a communication? Is it a storytelling? Tell us a little bit about it if you'd like. If you'd like to, anyway. Oh, I'm so glad, Kimmy. That's what we hope for, right? I just want to provide an atmosphere where we can sit and relax. You can show up however you are, whatever's going on, and know that you've got a place where you can just sit and just be. Nobody's expecting anything here. You just relax. Cool. Well, I want to see it. Thanks, OKJ. All right, so this was supposed to be on this side, orange. And then yellow. Teachings of patience. I love that. And that's meditation too, isn't it? That's so cool. Thank you, Viola V8. That's so sweet of you. Thank you for the rose. Yeah, you put some powerful intention into that one, and that you've got magic, Brienne. That would be so freaking cool. I can't wait to see your stuff. Can't wait. And Way of Life, we sold our beadwork in baskets. So that's amazing. So it's teaching patience and then passing that on and showing that you can make a living from that kind of energy and that kind of focus. That's so cool. What a wonderful thing to be able to connect with. That's so cool. I can't wait to see what you do. Becky, our quilter would love to translate a mandala. Ooh, that would be beautiful, Becky. That would be gorgeous. That would be worth doing some searching on Pinterest, and see what kind of patterns you might be able to find. You might be able to find some cool stuff. Hello in Atlanta. Thank you so much. I'm so glad. That makes me so happy. Thank you. Well, I'm going to go and take a look. I'm going to go and take a look after for sure, Brienne. That's cool. It's so neat, eh? The ripple effect is powerful. There we go. So go follow Brienne if you want to see some beautiful beadwork. Molly did some painting today. Hi, Molly. and study for your driver's test and hated every second of it. When do you go for your test? That's so exciting, Molly. So this is just a ton of swoops. Over and over and over again. I have no idea what I'm going to do in the center here, but we're going to fill all that stuff in after. Probably have to do all of the swoops and then give it a little bit of a break again, just to let everything dry before we go in and try to do anything else too crazy. I'm very pleased with myself today. I sat down for about an hour and 10 minutes, and I was able to start like, what? Oh crap, Ola, I did it again. Damn it, damn it, damn it. I went in the wrong direction. My rainbow is traveling from right to left, not from left to right. So I did the wrong order of my colors. Not a big deal. It's all good. I'm using a tool that has a silicone brush on the end to wipe the paint off. And once the paint is dry, I go in with a little wooden stir stick. And it allows me to apply some pressure to the ceramic without worrying that I'm going to scratch the surface. And it actually works like an eraser on this dried paint that's left behind from me trying to wipe it off. So it allows me to kind of pull all that paint off. Now, I also have the option to wait until everything is completely dry and then go in and pull that paint off as well. So for example, if I wanted to pull one of these swoops off here, I could pull just that green swoop off and not have to worry too much. Bear with me 1 second. I'll be right back to the comments here. If anybody's new to my lives, just know that while I'm painting, I can't usually see the comments. So if it takes me a minute or two to respond to your comment or your question, please just know that I'm not ignoring you. I will pause and come back and do some catching up. Let me scroll back. Now I'm going to study again and continue to actively hate it. Well, I'm glad that you're here. So maybe there'll be a little bit of less actively hating stuff because of that. You're going to do it in one day. There are some out there. Oh, that would be so cool. So cool, Becky. That'd be amazing. Yeah, maybe a diamond shape. I'm not sure how I'm going to kind of work this in here because I'm going to kind of create something in here too. So once I get all the swoops done and get all these little guide dots off, I think that's when I'm really going to be able to jump in and see where those spaces are and how to fill them. I'm really excited. Really, really excited. Mom and Dad are doing okay, Carolyn. Thank you for asking. This is going to definitely be an ideal pattern for practicing swoops. Absolutely, it will be. For sure. This is going to be that pattern where you're like, I'm just going to do it over and over again. You can do it in all kinds of different colors, just like everything else, right? Just changing up the colors would make it look completely different. Like imagine this with just teals and blues and whites and golds. Like that might be beautiful. Or just in purples, pinks, and silvers. Like there's so many possibilities, and just changing the color alone will make a pattern look so different, right? Make it look so different. Just a different color background. How we've been painting all of these mugs that are on black backgrounds and white backgrounds, only to see how different they look. Molly's not rushing to get out on the road. Seems terrifying, but it'll be good to learn. You'll enjoy it once you get in there and get your feet under you for sure. Thanks, Molly. Okay, hey, Phil. This one I would have recognized for sure. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad you love it. And thank you for the roses, Phil. You're so sweet. Thanks, Ollie. Yes, peacock colors would look incredible, right? Different shades of the same color. Yes, all the color grades and everything. There's so many different ways that you could really make this a lot of fun. So this will definitely be a pattern. One thing that I've had people do on my Paint With Me workshops, Barb did this once, and I believe Jan did too, was even though I was doing a wraparound design on a mug, they painted it on a flat canvas or piece of cardstock or canvas panel or wood panel. So they just stretched this out and painted it from left to right. So it was, it wasn't the round mandala, it wasn't wrapping around anything, but it was the same pattern, just flattened out. And that was super cool. Super, super cool. Yeah, peacock colors would look amazing. There's so many different possibilities, right? That's the cool part. All right. So now we go to purple. So this is just the part where you zone out, right? You just go from color to color, adding your swoops in. I've got 8 of the white on white mugs on deck. I've got 6 of them started and I'm trying to kind of assembly line them. And it's worked well so far. And I'm going to bake one of them just to see how this paint actually tolerates it, to see if I can be lucky enough to be able to bake them and not have to wait for too long. It was a paint that I did not use the glass medium with, because I didn't want to wait 3 more days to get started on painting these. I'm like, I already know the system that works, at least for air curing. The worst thing that's going to happen is that these ones will sit in air cure. The best thing that'll happen is that I'll bake one, find out that the white pearl paint that I'm using responds well to baking, and I'll chuck the rest in the oven and have them ready to go in a week, which would be my ideal, my absolute ideal. So we'll see what we can do, and hopefully we'll get some answers on the black metallics so that I can do the black on black mugs not too far behind. And just like Janice mentioned, with them being potentially good bride and groom mugs, I want to make sure that I have some black and some white available at the same time. But I'm also being proud of myself and tooting my own horn here that I've started actually paying attention to how much time it's taking me to paint these. So I finally started my time trials that I've been talking about for so long, so that I can figure out how long it actually takes me to paint these things, so that I can make sure that I am actually charging enough so that I'm making, at least minimum wage. That would be ideal, right? I've been busy being live today on different flat pot. That's your answer right there, Holly. That's how I am. I'm okay, but I'm stumbling over my words wildly. Yeah, it's been a busy day. I was on Facebook from 2 until 4, and then here today, and then tomorrow I've got 2 workshops on Zoom for the new pattern to get that started. So it's from 2 to 4 and 7 to 9 tomorrow. Let me bring that out again here really quickly. So it's going to be for this pattern, which we have called Quest. So this is the pattern that we're going to be doing the workshops for. I'm going to be doing them in different colors. But the pattern is available through the link in my bio, as are tickets for the workshops if you want to come tomorrow. It's been a really busy day, and tomorrow's going to be doing too. I want to do a Paint With You workshop with my fans watching. Oh, that's so cool. That would be so cool, Phil. And all the mistakes I'll make. It would be so much fun. It would be so much fun. I really hope it does too, Cindy. I'm putting a lot of hope and faith in that glass medium, that it's going to at least give me different options. I'm sure I'm still going to use some of this paint, and I'm still going to do some air curing, but at least if I can be mixing it up and having some products that I can have ready a lot faster. Because right now what's happening, just for anybody else to catch you up on this part of the conversation, is that when I'm painting mugs, I air cure them because I have had a lot of issues with bubbling when I bake the multi-surface paints. So in order to avoid the bubbling, I thought, well, then I'm just not going to bake them at all, and I just air cure them. The problem is that they need to air cure for at least 21 days, if not 28 days. So that means that I've got them, after I'm done painting the mug, it's going to sit on my shelf for about a month before I can get it listed and sell it. I used to sell my mugs right when they were finished, but then I also started having massive levels of anxiety, worrying about what was going to happen to those mugs that are sitting on my shelf that somebody's already bought. What if I don't have the colors and something happens to it and I have to repaint it? You know, all of those paranoid thoughts there. So I'm really hoping this glass medium is going to be a game changer. I'm really excited to see. People always ask me how long it takes for me, and I don't have an answer. I kind of guess. I'm like, 2-3 hours maybe? I have no sweet clue. But today I started timing with these white on white mugs, so I feel like I actually started doing something that I said I was going to do. Yes, Brianna, I always say I'm going to do it, but I never do it. Yes, 100%. Oh, I'm glad you like the colors. Bride and groom's ones, would you paint white on white and black on black? Yeah. Yeah, that black metallic, Patty. Wouldn't that be amazing? Wouldn't that be just freaking gorgeous? Yes, let's please do that, Phil. Sue, shoot me a message and let me know what your schedule would be like and when you want to do that. Maybe we'll start you, I'm going to be doing another pattern that is going to be all dots, but we could just do even a joint live if you want to. Shoot me a message. We'll figure it out. We'll do some brainstorming. I really hope it does too. That's my hope too, Cindy, is that it'll help my business because then I can start actually, just getting stuff out there a little bit faster, right? It would be really exciting. Really, really exciting. And I painted the wrong colors right there. I missed my green. I'm really hoping, because right now I haven't been terribly motivated to paint any mugs, and that was something that's been such a core part of my business for so long now. But because I am air curing, it's kind of, and having to wait a month before I can even post about it, it's kind of taken the winds out of my sails a bit. So I'm kind of hoping that this will be a nice mix. I can still do some that I'll air cure. They'll sit in the background, but at least when I paint something, I'm going to be able to list it and potentially sell it relatively quickly. At least the potential is there, right? If something's sitting on the shelf for a month and I can't even touch it, it just feels so heavy to me. So I'm hoping that it just makes the process more enjoyable again. That's the big hope. Oh, thank you, Crazy Cat Lady. How you doing? So the best way to bake that is going to be, now each paint is going to have a different baking instructions. Now most of the paints are going to tell you that you put the piece in a cool oven, turn the temperature up to whatever temperature they specify, and then it stays in for 25, 30, 35 minutes. The temperature that they say tends to vary. Sometimes it's 325, sometimes it's 350. The medium that that I've added is actually going to be 300. And then you just put them in the oven, wait until they cool, and then that should cure them and give them that much more, just that much more tooth, I guess, to hold on to. Thank you. Oh my goodness, it's totally good, Phil. I'm not worried at all. We'll have a great time. It'll just be super, super fun. And maybe we'll get some of my followers will be there and we'll expose them to your work, and some of your followers will see me. It'll be super fun. We're definitely got to do that. Oh, you're such a sweetheart, Phil. And thank you you're so sweet. Thank you for those gifts. So spoiled rotten. Spoiled rotten. So yeah, shoot me a message and we'll definitely get that set up because I think that'll be super fun. Super fun. For those of you wondering, I met Phil through a meditation group. I follow someone in common that we follow, and we joined some guided meditations and gotten to kind of sit and chat through some of the sessions with her. Her name is Hannah Holiday. If you have any interest in learning meditation, starting to add meditation, a meditation practice into your day-to-day, if you're looking for incredible guided meditations, I don't usually like guided meditations. I used to hate them. Hannah's were the only ones that I could do. And let me tell you, I went places. It was amazing. I really want to get back to that. So that'll be fun. I think that'd be so much fun. So much fun. Oh, and thank you for putting her name there. Yes, so go follow her. She's absolutely amazing. She is no bullshit. She's on TikTok and Instagram. She does a ton of free lives. I was sitting and thinking about it the other day. This would have been 2020. So this in the summer after COVID first started. Hannah was doing live meditations on Instagram and TikTok almost daily. And I mean, she'd be live for 2-3 hours doing these free guided meditations, and they were freaking amazing. And I was thinking about them the other day. I'm like, I need to get back to that, because I felt so good every single time I would do one of her meditations. So I think I need to get back to making that just a part of the day-to-day, maybe. Yeah, it was so fun. Found her on TikTok. She was one of the first people that I started following when I started being on TikTok. I'm trying to remember who were the very first people that I saw on TikTok. Shannon, the Nun, Molly. As far as other creators, I met so many of you so early through TikTok. Like Barb and Sharon, Manon, all you guys so early. Who else was I watching a lot of then? That was still back when I had a lot of Gary Vaynerchuk in my ear. And again, another voice that I want to fill my ears with again, because he motivates me. He's not for everybody, but holy crap, he motivates me. He makes it really easy for me to believe that I can do whatever the hell I want to do, and that there's zero reason why I can't, So Hannah was one of those for me, very, very much. I joined her Patreon. I did private sessions with her, a couple of them, and they were wonderful, absolutely wonderful. If you enjoy that stuff at all, I cannot possibly recommend Hannah anymore. She's amazing. It is one of my goals is to be able to rejoin her Patreon again, because I really miss it. So, but she just hands away so much free content on her YouTube and on her Instagram. So, highly recommend her. Yes, Phil, tell them what you create. Tell them about you. Yes, her infinite Pastor Paul. Yeah, Pastor Paul is really good too. Thank you, Janet Power. I appreciate that very much. Yeah, Hannah is complete magic. Sound bowl therapy. How cool is that, eh? All right, so let's see here. We are gonna... Hannah taught you? No way! I didn't know you learned directly from her. That's so cool. Yeah, she's amazing. She completely changed my entire understanding of meditation completely. She was amazing. And I was so green. So green. I'd only ever really listened to some Abraham Hicks and some Kyle Cease for my meditation, learning all of that. So Hannah was like next level and totally helped me see how powerful it is. One thing that's really important to know, I talk about meditation quite a bit because it's had such a big impact on my life, and this art form is so meditative. It's a form of meditation as well. But the thing that is so important in my mind was when I learned that meditation is not about quieting your mind. Meditation is about focusing your mind on something that does not have a lot of resistance or make you feel super negative, right? It's being able to choose to focus on something fairly innocuous, right? Like focusing on the sound of a fan or the sound of the ticking of a clock or the dripping of a faucet or whatever that thing is being able to bring your focus away from your racing thoughts and onto something else. It's not about stopping thought. And if anybody's told you it's about stopping thought, you will end up being nothing but frustrated because you can't do that. But it's training yourself to be able to redirect your thoughts away from the racing thoughts to something calm that allows you to take a little bit of a mental break, right? And sound therapy is so incredibly powerful. Sound baths and all the different therapies can be very, very targeted. So it's so cool that we have Phil here. And that'll be a really cool thing that maybe we'll be able to talk about on our joint live together and teach some people and learn some more about what you do and how you help people and everything. I think that'd be so cool. She says she created a monster. Amazing. Best kind of monster you could ever want. Yes, clearing and focusing on the moment. Anytime I hear somebody say, I can't meditate, I can't get my brain to stop, you're not supposed to. Yeah, can't stop something that isn't you. Exactly. And you are not your racing thoughts. I loved hearing Joe Dispenza has an explanation that I always loved, which is the average person has something like 90,000 unique thoughts a day, and realizing what a small portion of them actually have any value in your day. It kind of helps you kind of let some of the thoughts go. Not every single thought needs to be completely analyzed and figured out, right? You don't have to do that. Okay, this one's going to be easy because these ones are going to be nice and short. So let's see what happens here. You're so sweet. Hi, Chickpea. It's all good. I love this. I would say yes, that it is. Frequency healing, yes. Absolutely. It's incredibly peaceful. And incredibly powerful. So excited, Phil. How's it going, Chickpea? Welcome. Thanks for coming to hang with us. So you see what's happening here? Is that I should have pulled this down a little bit further. Because these swoops aren't going to match up quite the same way as they will on both ends. I'm okay with it because it's still going to look gorgeous, but that's fine. Oh, no way! That's cool. Welcome, Chickpea. That's so cool. Happy to have you here. It's lovely to meet you. That's so awesome. I'm excited. That's going to be so fun. We'll make a big deal out of it. Make sure we promote it and do a countdown and the whole bit, because that's going to be fun. So do you still work with Hannah on a regular basis, like for just kind of staying fresh and learning new things and all of that? Oh, thank you, Jennifer. You're sitting dawning too, Dusty Dawn. That's so amazing. Thank you for sharing the live, Phil. You're so sweet. All right, let's keep going. So what I'm going to do is over top of where these overlap, like where these come in and meet, there's going to be a dot like this size right over there. So see how it kind of interrupts the color? So the color order is pink, orange, and then I'm going to do yellow here. Then we've got green, teal, and then we'll do blue. So these rows in the middle, and then these ones will have the large dots covering up those tips as well. So it's going to look like these swooshes are coming from in behind these dots. That's so cool. Yes, I do. I do sell these. The link for my website is in my bio. And yeah, I'm trying out some new mediums, trying to figure out different ways to be able to do these a little bit faster, maybe. Speed up production a little bit. But I love doing these. And yeah, this is a big part. This is a big part of my whole business is these mugs, and they're certainly a lot of fun. They challenge me. I've also started painting incense holders, and that's been a whole new addiction. Do you collect cool mugs? That's awesome. Ah, thanks, Jennifer. It's cool, eh? So this one I'm going to make into a pattern eventually as well. I'm going to start trying to create as many patterns as I possibly can. And I'm going to start revisiting them as well. So what I'm doing right now is when I release a new pattern, I'm releasing immediately, doing 2 workshops to kind of get people started on the pattern, help them choose color changes if they want to, all of that fun stuff. And then we just sit and paint for a couple hours together to get it started. But I'm definitely going to go back and revisit old patterns and do more workshops on those as well. I think it's going to be a really fun challenge to really play with color and take some of these designs. We were talking about just some of the different color combo ideas for this design alone, what we could come up with. It's so neat. Yes, there's another cool mug collectors. A few too many, right? It's awful, isn't it? Then you're like, now I need a new cabinet. I need to figure out a whole new kitchen storage system so that I can look at my pretty mugs. But then I have to police them to make sure nobody uses one of my mugs without letting me know, because they're all very special and important and they have instructions. I love my mugs. Oh, thank you, Cindy. I'm so glad. I can't wait to see what you do with it. Are you going to change up the colors at all? Or are you going to do the same colors? What are you going to do? What you going to do? Yeah, I think the patterns will be really, really fun. And we'll definitely come back and revisit the older ones for sure. Anything can look so completely different just with different colors, right? Like, again, looking at oh, that's not the right one. Crapola, I did it again. Looking at just the difference when it's a white background versus a black background, right? So completely different. So completely different. All I know is I'm going to use my Arteza paints. No colors picked yet. Something will come to you. I can't wait to see what you end up doing. I can't wait to see what all you guys end up doing with it. So freaking pumped. I don't think I've been this excited to sit down and paint something in quite some time. Maybe since the very first incense holder. Maybe that was the last time I was quite this excited to sit down and paint something. I've got colors picked out for a third one too, so who knows. I'll be doing that one soon. All right, green. I don't know, I'm dying of heat though, oh my God. Holy crap, this is a hot apartment. Can't open the windows right now because it's so windy, but I no longer sound like I'm on top of the CN Tower, Barb. That's a good sign. All right. Whew. All right, I gotta put this down for a quick second, and I gotta take this off of my hand, let my hand breathe for a second. I have a wrist guard that I wear to keep my wrist a little stable. So let's just have a look at this in the nice bright light here. So where we're at so far. This is where we're at so far. So these swoops here and here are going to have, these are all going to be clusters just like that one is. And then we'll fill that in. This one's going to be bright and just kind of smack you in the face, happy, shiny, metallic stuff. But it's coming along pretty nicely. I'm pretty happy with it. All right, and let me just quickly, I'll show you the pattern. So this is the pattern that we're going to be doing the workshops for tomorrow. Isn't it pretty? I love this one. I'm so stinking proud of this thing. It's not even funny. So again, just looking at this and thinking, what are all the different color combos we could do with this design, right? Like crazy, crazy. Like I'm going to do one. Let's look at the gray one. Let me grab it again. So I've already done it in a gray scale with a red. Grayscale with a red. And I'm going to do a rainbow one, and I've got a beige and brown and taupe kind of scale color grade. And I'm going to do one that's got all purples, and then instead of the red, it's going to be like bright aqua. I can't wait. Can't wait to paint them. I'm so excited. I'm so stinking excited. So, if you want to learn how to paint this design, if you'd like the pattern's available for $7.50 Canadian in my shop. And if you want to come to the workshop, there are tickets available in my shop for that as well. And the workshops are tomorrow from 2 to 4 p.m. and 7 to 9 p.m. 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern. It is a happy mug, isn't it? Not windy there today? But it's raining? Ugh. I'm still scrolling back. I'm going to catch up here. I'm jumping in here. Hold on one second. Mine are in my china cabinet. Your mugs are, Brienne's mugs are in the china cabinet above my kitchen cupboards with lights. Nice. Screw tacky. You know what it is? Fill your house with things that make you smile whenever you look at them. And if somebody else doesn't smile when they look at them, then they don't need to come to your house. They don't need to like it. You make your house filled with whatever makes you happy. So many projects to do, eh, Cindy? Half-finished projects. One's not even started. Yeah, if I sat down and went through all the stuff I had to paint and actually tried to put them in some kind of order of what to do next, oh my God. Oh my God. Absolutely crazy. I'm actually going to challenge myself not to buy anything new to paint on. I tried that and I've already failed. I bought a big wooden box back there and some wooden panels. So I suck at that already, but we'll give it a shot one of these days. Maybe it'll actually work. Let me just catch up on the comments here. Thank you, Content Man. Brienne, oh, right, it's raining. Thank you, Chickpea. What's up, woodworking? You ordered a bunch of multi-surface paints. Oh, no, and it's not there yet? Oh, that's not good. Oh, you bought the blue one. Oh, oh. Which one? Which one? We got 2 blue ones. So these are the 2 blue ones that we've got. Got this one and this one. Still. Oh, I'm so happy with these. It's not even funny. The first one, this one, that's so awesome. This is one of my favorite. I think it looks very, very fancy schmancy regal. The conversion chart for DIY mandala stones should be Erin Ridley for the tool sizes. Oh, I'm so excited, Phil. It's going to be awesome. You keep adding to the notebook. Yeah, that's the problem, right? You think of different ideas and you're like, well, crap, now I need a new notebook to keep filling up with more ideas. And then I need to start on this notebook and, oh, it's a vicious circle. Vicious circle. Hey, Catherine. How you doing? Exactly, right? Just do you. Do you. Yeah, it is trippy. It's one that you can get kind of sucked into pretty easily, eh? So excited. I'm so glad you love it. Yay. All right, so let's keep going here. I'm not going to wear the wrist guard right now. It was bothering my hand and making my fingers go a little numb, so I'm just going to see if I can't paint like this for a little bit. And if it starts to bother my hand, worst case scenario, if worse things happen that we need to call it early tonight, then that's what we'll do. We absolutely have to. Or we just sit and chat if I can't paint anymore, right? I think so too, Phil. It's going to be great. I am too. I'm so excited. Oh, thank you, hey Sean. I'm so glad you like it. What's new, Catherine? You're doing fantastic? That's awesome. New job doing well? It's good to see ya. Oh, I'm not holding this right at all. So it will be dry to the touch fairly quickly within a couple hours, but it won't be fully cured to be top shelf dishwasher safe until it has air cured for at least 21 days. Oh, I'm so glad, Catherine. I'm glad it's doing well. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm starting to find that it's driving me crazy around my thumb. It was kind of pinching. Oh, is Chickpea heading out? Bye, Chickpea. It was nice meeting you. You're most welcome, Phil. Love you, too. I'll look forward to talking to you soon, and we'll get that brainstorming done, and we'll do that live together. That'll be amazing. Super fun. And I'll get your incense holder out to you in the mail tomorrow. Cindy, what's something that you have sitting at home? And this is for everybody, actually. What's something that you have sitting at home that you bought a long time ago, and when you bought it, you were like, oh my God, I need to buy that right now. I can paint on it, but that you still haven't painted on. Do you guys have that stuff sitting around your house? The number of things that I have that are like, well, everything I think that I have is like that. I don't know that I've ever bought something and literally just come home and painted it right away. Usually, but it still is excessive. It usually sits and marinates for about 6 months before I even touch it. I will so much. Oh, thank you, Phil. That's amazing. Nice to meet you, Chickpea. Yeah, Christmas ornaments. Oh my God. I still can't get into painting Christmas ornaments. I need to one of these days. Yeah. Oh my God, I bought 6 boxes of heart-shaped ornaments in January. Haven't touched them. Yeah, had to have it, right? We're like, oh my God, I have to buy it. I have to get it. Right, Tracy? I need to buy it and I need to buy it right now. Haven't touched it. Yep. I've got a bunch of canvases that are like that. I went and I bought a huge canvas. It's a 2-foot by 3-foot canvas. Had to have it. It was on sale. This is so amazing. I can't wait to do this. Haven't even touched it. Hasn't even come out of the plastic. Oh, I'm excited to hear what you have for potentially helping my hands, Phil. That's exciting. Way too many things, though, eh? Christmas ornaments, too. Acorns. Oh, yeah. Still sitting in the bag with a couple pumpkins, right? And one of these days, I had mugs sitting in my cabinets for almost a year and a half before I ever painted one. And now it is one of the cornerstones of my business. So don't worry about it. When the inspiration hits, it will hit at the time that it needs to hit in order for you to get out of it what you need to get out of it. I built a steamer trunk with my junior year. Still need to stain or paint. Oh, a steamer trunk though. I bet you that's beautiful. Last 2 and they're on sale. And that's the thing. You're like, I don't care if I don't touch them for a while. I just got to get, teapots. Canvases should last me way beyond retirement 6 years from now, right? When you start to look around, you're like, okay, if I painted 2 things every day from this pile, how long would I be painting? And that's the math I don't like to do. Excuse me. I promise I turned my head away from the mug. Ooh, that one was followed by a yawn. I was not expecting the yawn. Ooh, that was a big one too. Yeah, I've got a teapot that I started, and I have no idea what color paints I used, and it's been sitting and curing for about 3 months, so it's done. I have a globe. The wood things that I have, I've got boxes, I've got a birdhouse, I've got a VW bug, I've got little drawer sets, and so many things. Thank you. Thank you for the blessed poo. Serving trays. Yes. Yeah, there's too many things. Thank you, Sue. There's too many things. It's too much. Too many things to spend money on. Too many things to bring into the house that I'm not going to paint for another year and a half. But I still think it's important to act on those impulses because they come from moments of inspiration, right? You know the difference and you can feel the difference if you really kind of slow down and feel it. You can feel the difference between an inspired action and an action that you are doing to comfort yourself from something or to distract yourself from something else going on, right? Like retail therapy, we've all been there. We know what that is, right? But when you are looking at something and you can just feel exhilaration, like, oh my God, I need to buy that. Oh my God, I want to paint that so bad. Follow those. That's where so much inspiration lies. Yeah, well, and that's the problem. And everyone's like, oh, I'd love to, and maybe we can all paint it together. I'm like, maybe, or maybe I could find 15 other things that I don't have time to paint, and we can paint, maybe go through some of those. Thank you, Bethan33. Oh, I'm sorry your internet connection's not any good today, Jerry Lynn, but I'm glad you were able to come back. It's a vicious circle, isn't it, Cindy? You're like, I just got settled into painting this, and then she had to go and try something new, and now I want to do it. It is. It's dangerous, and I apologize. I do apologize. Oh, goodness. But I love it. That's the kind of dangerous I want to be. I can't watch her because I'm going to get inspired to paint something creative and to have some fun. No, don't do that. I will always be an enabler for that. Always. Always, always. I'm going to pause for a quick second. I'm just going to go blow my nose because I feel another sneeze coming on. Maybe I can catch it. Is Audrey okay? Audrey's okay. And Audrey is out cold. Her eyes are squeezed tight, 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 tight. She is not budging. All right, now we go to blue. I still have like 2 weeks. Oh no, it must be driving you crazy, Jennifer. Is it driving you nuts? You going crazy? I would not be doing well with the patients. But it's going to be so exciting when it is done. Will you take us on a tour when it's all done? Here we go. All right, we're making progress. We've only got a little bit more to do. We're like almost 3/4 of the way done. That's exciting. All right, now we go purple. Yeah, I'm still just chomping at the bit for tomorrow. Can't freaking wait. Got some errands to run in the morning, and I gotta take some orders to the post office, which is exciting. Always fun. And then it's just going to be coming home and killing time until I can get started on those new incense holders with you guys tomorrow. It's going to be so fun. It is driving you crazy. Oh, I hope that the next 2 weeks just fly by for you, so you can get in there ASAP. Oops. I am much better at getting my swoop direction on the left-hand side of the center swoop compared to the right-hand side of the center swoop. You know what, we're going to try it this way, and we're going to go backwards. So are you doing your regular live tomorrow too? No. So tomorrow I'm going to do the 2 Zooms, the 2 to 4 and 7 to 9. And then the live that I would have done tomorrow, I'm going to do Sunday evening. So Sunday evening from 7 until 9. So we'll still get the same number of lives in this week, just spread out a little bit more. That's something I'm going to have to kind of keep looking at, though, as we go forward, because the more workshops I do, the less time I have to go live on here and on the other platforms too, right? So I've got to figure out how I want it all to work. Oh, right, I need to put in my little divider lines. So I'm just going to come in here, just like I did before. Oops, that's way too big. Hold on. I'm going to put my little divider lines in here. Just to make sure. My hand is swollen and sweaty and almost got stuck inside the mug. That'd be great. Can you imagine if one day you're sitting there scrolling through TikTok and you see a video on your For You page and it's me at the hospital having to get a mug unstuck from my hand? Hi, Shannon. It's good to see ya. Yeah, I was trying to figure that out too, Cindy, because I was like, well, maybe I'll do one of the workshops one day and one on Sunday. And then I thought, you know what? No, let's just make it super easy. Get the workshops done on one day and then back we go. How's it going, Shannon? You been creating today? Ooh, lots of bubbles in that one. Lots of bubbles in that one. Look at all those bubbles. All right, let me turn that back around. I'm going to zoom out so that it's not quite as... Cleaning up just slows everything down, doesn't it? It's such, you're like, I want to do the thing, but I have to clean, and then that means I have to clean before I can do the thing. That sucks. And thank you, love. I'm excited to see. Are you close to finishing that canvas? I can't remember how much you had left when you put it away. I can't wait to see it though. Oh, stupid bubbles. Get out. There we go. Oh, thank you, Ileana. How are you? It's good to see you. So, of course, I sat and stared at the chaos for a bit. Absolutely. Rightly so. Totally understandable. Hi, Kathy. Do you like the color? Isn't she fabulous? She's so spunky. Haven't touched it in months now. Not far from done. Oh, that's good. You're afraid to ruin it. I get that too. Like, can't I just leave it? Do I have to keep going? It's all. I don't want to mess it up. Well, wishing you the absolute best of luck, my dear. I have all the confidence in the world in you. And just know that we are here cheering you on no matter what. I feel like there's a great big bubble right there, isn't there? Let's see. That's better. Yeah, they kind of took over, eh? And that's cool. And I'm so glad. I'm so glad that they've been so successful. That's wonderful. But yeah, time to switch it up every once in a while, right? You haven't painted or sketched in so long. Oh, you totally should, Eliana. Yes, it is. It's good for the soul. The large purple canvas never got done. I still have it. But I never finished it. I don't have the colors matched up anymore, mixed up anymore for it. So it will be one that will likely get scrapped. I'm going to take a look and see if there's pieces of it though. Like I want to look at like the center part of the design. Because it was quite big, but there very well might be the potential or startings of a pattern in that part of the design too, you know? It was definitely really pretty. But yeah, that one ended up kind of feeling like it sucked the life out of me because it was just taking so long. And I had lots of moments where I was inspired to work on it, but then I would remember that I needed to keep it for the live, and it just kind of killed the inspiration and creativity a little bit, I think. You're welcome. No, I wasn't feeling that one at all. Oh, yay! Oh, I'm so excited. Now, the workshops tomorrow are on Zoom. So, did you buy one of the tickets for the Zoom? I can't go in and see what you ordered to know for sure if you did. That's going to be so fun. I can't wait. I hope you like it. I hope you have so much fun with it. I hope you have so much fun with it, Jennifer. I hope you guys all have so much fun with that design. I'm so freaking proud of it, and I want so badly for you to enjoy it. Oh my God, you're going to love it though. It's such a fun pattern, and it's very easy to modify depending on the surface that you're painting on. So if you're painting on a surface, you might need to reduce some of the tool sizes depending on where you're at and where you're at in the design and the sizing and everything. But the big thing to remember is if you follow the procedure that I show for creating the very first row of dots around the center circle, you don't have to worry about ending up with the same number of dots as I do. As long as you end up with an even number, you'll be fine. Oh yeah, you totally did watch me paint the other two. Yeah, you'll be totally fine. You'll be totally fine. I'm so excited for you, Jennifer. Let me know if you run into any questions at all, okay? And please post it if you feel called to do so. I would love to see what you create after you make it. I can't wait to see all of these ones. I'm just absolutely giddy. Listening to Thompson Twins in the background. Hold Me Now by Thompson Twins is on. Yeah, so for any of my patterns that I ever release, I always do the center row the same way. Okay, so this is actually a really good thing to mention. So for any of the patterns that I do, I'm always going to do the center row the same way by starting off with noon and 6 o'clock, 3 and 9 o'clock, and then dividing those spaces in half. Okay, so this one, for example, has 8 spokes. You could get one that has 6. You could get one that has 10 or 12. Okay, probably 12, I think, is what it would work out to next. But just knowing that it doesn't matter how many spokes you have, you'll be able to complete that design, no problem. Doesn't matter how many. You might have to adjust sizes a little. You might be ending up with a little bit different space here and there, but don't panic about that at all, okay? Oh, thank you, Anya. I'm glad you're here. I'm using multi-surface acrylic paints. They cure to be top shelf dishwasher safe after air curing or after baking. I personally have been air curing because I've had a lot of issues with bubbling when I was baking them. So I air cure them for a minimum of 21 days. Oh, that did not work the way I wanted it to. That's so cool, Catherine. You did? How great of a show was that? Yeah, exactly. As long as you've got an even number, Cindy, you will be good. Merci, Danielle. No, this is actually, I'm using a few different paints here. I use a lot of Craft Smart multi-surface, as well as Martha Stewart and Folk Art primarily. Now, I've recently purchased a medium that is made by Liquitex to add to any acrylic paints that is supposed to turn them into a multi-surface. I bought the medium and we're testing that. So after we do that, after those tests are done and we kind of know what's happening there, then it might be an option to just use that medium and not have to buy special paints, which would be kind of cool. Oops. There we go. That's so cool, Catherine. That is super freaking cool. That is witnessing history, seeing the Thompson twins live, in my opinion. That's iconic. So friggin' cool. You're most welcome, Yanya. No problem at all. Happy to answer. Don't have all the answers, but whatever answers I do have, I'll happily share. Mm-hmm. There we go. Blue. Oh my gosh, this is looking really cool. This is looking so neat. Yeah, it is. It is. 100% it is. The spacing was off. Yeah, the spacing has been off. I mean, or the sizing, I should say. Right? They jump out at you all the time. The color order. Shouldn't be. So anyone that has a yellow swoop in there should have the same order. It should go from purple to blue. And this one went from purple to blue. So it's going in the same order. It's just flipping in the direction of the order, though. Puffaluffagus, hello. Do you have to fire these in a kiln after, or is there a good quality paint that can be air cured? So I'm using multi-surface acrylic paints that can be air cured. I'm using Craftsmart, Martha Stewart, and Folk Art paints. They can also be baked in the oven. I have not been baking because I was having an issue with getting a lot of bubbling while I was baking. Yeah, I wanted this order to be different than this order. I wanted it to be flipped. So this upside down one, right, starts from purple and goes to blue. This one starts from purple and goes to blue. So then this one will probably be the same as that. This one and this one and this one are all the same. So all of these directions are, but the other blue ones I switched. Okay, so if I'm working on... Yes, I know. I purposely switched it on this one because on this one and on this one, I want them to be opposite than those ones. Yeah. Yeah, this one and that one. Orange is to the right of yellow. There. And then that, oh, and that one I switched. Oh no, that's the same. Nope, no sealing coat. No, they're resilient enough on their own. Now, they do technically cure to be top shelf dishwasher safe. However, I always recommend gentle hand washing just to be safe because of the delicate design. Oh. Yeah, it was probably not the smartest decision, but I did it anyway. It's totally okay. So if you start with pink on the left, right? So this is our rainbow order here. So we're going pink on the left. Oh no, sorry. This is our order here. We're going pink on the right over to purple, right? Pink on the right, purple to the left. And then this one I switched, pinks on the left, purple to the right, pinks on the left, purple to the right. So these ones are matching and those two are matching. And then this one is like this here. Yeah, I'm not trying to make it anything super crazy and methodical there. I'm not trying to kind of create super symmetry with the colors and everything. I just wanted to mix it up a little bit and make it a little bit different. I'll keep it simple in the pattern. I'll definitely keep it simple when I do the pattern, I promise. I'll make sure that it's nice and easy. But then again, it doesn't even have to be. As long as I say, hey, in this row, use this color, right? Then it should block it out for you. But I'll try and do it so that it makes sense. It's totally good. Yeah, yeah, a touch. Yeah, just a tiny bit. I think that if I was to actually go to a doctor, I would have no problem easily getting a diagnosis for so many things that I've been reading about, and I know that it's a lot of people, and there's a lot of bandwagon stuff about ADHD, but oh my God, the stuff that I'm relating to in some of these, in the books that I'm reading, it's wild to me. Your brain hurts. It's okay. Mine does too. I promise. I promise you. Like, this is not a natural thought process for me. I want to show you guys this. So these paints were open for this last hour and a half while I was painting. Look at that film that formed there that I had to peel off. So keep an eye on your paints, especially if you're alternating colors a lot. If you have to leave your paints open, check the surface of your paint, because if you have to put a tool in through a film like that that's starting to form, you very likely are going to see it impact the shape and size of your dots, okay? So keep that in mind. I think so too, Tracy. You're totally right. I don't think that our brains are supposed to work the other way. I think we're supposed to focus on different things and have different things pull our attention. And the only reason I think that it's called a disorder and it feels so awful for so many people is that it's trying to fit into this mold that everybody is not supposed to fit into. In fact, many people are not supposed to fit into. And it's too much. It's too much to expect people to almost disregard who they are, to have to fit into what society needs them to be. You know, a 6-year-old doesn't need to be able to sit still for 7 hours except to get through class, right? Like, it's just, I don't know. I'm talking out of my ass. ADD and Asperger's. So did you find that you had a lot of relief from the diagnosis? Do you get a lot of help? Do you have a lot of support in family and friends, Jennifer? Super creativity coming out in you. That's so cool. I think there's superpowers. I think that there's so many things that could be kind of turned into or looked at as superpowers. The ways that people, neurodivergent people, are able to process information and all of that. It's just so fascinating. So like I'm not at a point where I have any need to go and get a diagnosis or anything, because I don't feel that I certainly don't feel that I would be someone who would be heavily affected, but enough to learn about myself, right? You too, Catherine? Do you feel comfortable talking about it, Jennifer and Catherine? Anybody who has? I'm interested to, I'm not saying to hear your stories, of course, unless you want to tell them, but just, is that something that bothers you? Is it bother you to talk about it? And do you have good support? My son's meds really stifled creativity. Wow. That's amazing. And he's okay. That's the thing, right? I think it's letting go of those expectations from society. And I'm not saying this is a magic pill, because I understand brain chemistry and there's so many factors that play into all of this. But I do believe that there are stresses that are on people that add to anything else biologically that's going on. We already know the impacts of stress on the body. So of course we have to automatically understand that the stress is going to have an actual biological impact on the brain as well, right? And it's so much. I just find it so interesting. I find it so interesting, and I find it interesting to make sense of things that I wasn't able to make sense of for a long time. My parents and my girls and husband, but I've had 40 years of masking, so everyone else. Wow. That's intense, eh? 40 years of masking, right? And that's what it comes down to. 40 years of having to keep other people comfortable and ignoring who you are, or being told that the way you do things is wrong. Like, that's It just drives me crazy. Drives me bananas. Yeah, stress has a massive impact on the body, right? So of course it's going to have an impact on the brain too. And that includes long-term chronic stressful events, right? Well, we're sending you lots and lots of love, Jennifer. And if there's ever anything that we can do, if at the very least, just know that you don't ever have to mask with us. You be you. There is nobody else that we need you to be. And if being here is a safe place for anybody to come here and be able to take the mask off and just relax and be you, please know that you are welcomed and wildly accepted. Just know that this is a safe space for you. This is a place to come that is free from the judgments that we deal with in other areas of our lives, right? I was a total mess ever trying 10 different meds and they found the correct one. And that's frustrating too, going through all of that, eh? Hello, my scars are sexy. I'm so glad you like it. At least you think well, you know, right? You learn to listen to yourself when there's so many experimentations going on to try and find the right mix of whatever. You have no choice but to really tune into yourself, right? Like I said earlier, it's the only thing that calms me enough. I am so glad you're here, Jennifer. So glad you're here. I'm so glad all of you guys are here. And if being here with me does anything to relieve your stress levels, I am so pleased. That must have been horrible, Cindy. You've had the wrong medicine. It's hard. I'm glad you guys are here. Thank you for coming and hanging out here. And thank you for helping to create such a wonderfully accepting and welcoming place for so many people, right? This is something that we are building all of this together, and I am so unbelievably thrilled with the love that this group of people shares with each other and the amount of support and encouragement. It's quite inspiring to watch you guys. I'm just sitting here painting, and I get to see the love you guys share with each other and trying to take care of each other and helping people out, helping each other. It's really wonderful to see. Ooh, I was leaning my arm on the table here, and I had it bent up, and then I straightened it and I heard this wonderful crunch underneath my arm. That's probably not going to feel great later. Don't quite know what that was, but I'm guessing it wasn't good. I'm guessing crunchy noises like that are not what you want to hear. All right. Bink. So as we're getting ready to sign off here, if you haven't yet gotten your copy of the new pattern, and if you would like to join one of the workshops tomorrow, tickets for that as well as the pattern, the downloadable pattern, are available through the link in my bio. The workshops are from 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern and 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. Cannot wait. Can't wait. I listed some new incense holders on my shop, so those are available out there as well. And Sunday, I will be live. I'm not usually live on Sundays, but because I'm doing the 2 workshops tomorrow, we're going to go live on Sunday from 7 until 9 p.m. on Instagram. So if I don't see you at one of the workshops tomorrow, hopefully I will get to see you on Sunday on Instagram if you're around. And if not, Sunday afternoon, evening, I will post the live schedule for next week as well. So you'll be able to see where I'm going to be and which platform and what times and all that good stuff. And hopefully we'll get a chance to hang out again next week. Thank you, as always, for choosing to spend your time with me. The fact that you choose to spend so much of your own spare time with me blows me away every single time. I am grateful for it, and I used to try and understand it, and now I don't really care. I don't need to understand it. I'm just glad that you're here. I hope that you guys have a wonderful rest of your night, and just let me know if there's anything that I can do to help you. You're up all night every night. You need some sleep. I hope you're able to get some sleep. I love you guys. Good night, Catherine. Thank you, Kathy. My Instagram is Mandala Love Affair there as well. There should be a link in my bio to take you to my Instagram page as well. You're off on Netflix. Oh my goodness. Anya, go take care of yourself. Have a good night's sleep. We'll keep working on this mug over the next little bit as well on the lives. And until then, thanks for hanging out. I love you. And I will look forward to seeing you again very, very soon. Thank you, guys. Take care of yourselves. Oh, another message came through. Bye, Anya. Bye, everybody. Lots of love. See you soon.